Well, let's take you now live to Kos. Nikos Sofos is the former manager of the Kos Unified Tourism Board. He joins us now from the island. Nikos Sofos, first of all, how do you think that Kos is managing this influx of migrants?
Good evening from Kos, from the island of Hippocrates, the island of hospitality, the third most popular Greek tourism destination, which is going through this period. This period is going through some difficulties, which actually do not affect the tourism, the life of the tourists on the island, but it affects the local society. Unfortunately, we were not prepared to face such a massive increase of refugees and migrants. Our island has been used to receiving and hosting and treating sick people, people who are running away from their countries for their lives, people who have been struggling all this time through the Turkish borders to come to Greece. And the least thing that we can do is to help them to stand on their feet and continue their journey. This is the only thing we can do. We know that this could affect the tourism industry in the future. So far, we cannot complain because actually right now the island is overbooked. This is our main concern as incoming travel agency Destination One. We just try to handle the overbookings that we have. But if the government and if actually Europe does not stand over the problem, then we will definitely have problem in the next year. So far, we haven't got any negative reports from tourists or from locals about illegal actions, attacks. Everything is peaceful, and as you can see, the life of the island is running normally. My main worry is that this thing is not going to stop. It has been running for many months, many years, and it looks that they have the final destination of these people is mainland Europe. It's not. They didn't come to Kos to stay here. They use Kos to enter Greece, and from Greece to go to the heart of Europe. So it's a European matter. It's a humanitarian issue, and such as this, it should be faced. It's not a local problem of Kos. All European countries should give a hand in this thing. We don't need money in Kos. Kos is a very rich destination, and all the people of all the locals, they offer their clothes, they offer food, they support the refugees. What we need is organization and managerial skills, which is something that we don't have. We desperately need help from organized countries that they know how to face this kind of situations. Unfortunately, no matter how much the locals want to help, we don't have the know-how. We don't know how to do it. And you know, when you try to help and you don't know the way to do it correctly, then you make damage instead of helping. And this is what happened a couple of days ago. So we need experts from the other European countries who know how to face this kind of situations. This is all we need. We need physical presence of social workers, doctors, and people who know how to handle this kind of crisis.
Well, yes, and as you say, the priority has to be to make sure that these migrants are looked after, but a huge number are arriving. How will that affect tourism, do you think? You mentioned there that Kos was the third most popular destination, I think you said, in Greece. Hugely important to the local economy, presumably. You must be worried about that.
Yeah, so far it hasn't affected. I'm telling you that we're going through overbooking in the hotels. But definitely, if this thing continues, we will going to have some drop in the demands or in the contracts that we're going through this period. So in the long term, yes, I'm afraid that we're going to have some negative affection. But thanks God, for the time being, everything is under control. There haven't been any negative reports, and we didn't have any cancellations, at least in the company that we work. But as I told you, this is not a local or a Greek matter. It's a European matter that has to be faced by all European countries together.
And clearly, you're very sympathetic towards these migrants. You talk about Kos being hugely hospitable, but how much sympathy generally would you say there is there on the island for this influx of migrants?
At the moment, there are more than 7,000 people, and no matter how much effort the local authorities and the government puts, I don't think that we're going to solve the problem. The thing is that these people keep on coming, and they will never stop. There are actually three types of visitors that we have. They are the refugees coming from a war of Syria. They are the economic migrants that have been visiting Kos and Europe for many years now. And there is also a big danger of warriors of ISIS that could very easily be among these people. That's why I'm telling you that we desperately need experts to take care of the procedures. We're not good in these kind of things. We're a peaceful tourist destination. We don't have special forces. We don't have people with knowledge and experience on this kind of situations. So I would recommend, if Europe wants to feel safe, I would recommend that they should send people here on Kos.
Okay, well, Nikos Sofos, we appreciate your thoughts this evening. Thanks very much indeed.